Hey everybody, this is Kenny Cummins here from Triple Threat Wrestling Radio. And TMV Cafe is having some things going on right now, so the only way I can do these interviews is pre-recorded. And joining me at this time is Michelle Meyers from KZW. How's it going?
It's going pretty good. Just wish the rain would let up a little bit. Too rainy in Kentucky lately.
You know, I have to totally agree with you. I get people can want to ease up from the heat and everything, but Mother Nature is just making its presence felt a little too much, and and I guess it comes with the territory. So it's been a couple of years since you last been on the show, and the last time I actually seen you was not at KCW per se. It was at UWF when they
Yep.
moved to a baseball park. It was an indoor baseball type of thing, whatever the case may be. Fortunately, UWF went out of business. But shout out to Felony Fox, Big Dog Cujo. Wish him the best. I don't know what they're doing these days, but I hope.
They're down in sunny Florida, from my understanding. They're living it up down on the pretty side.
Oh, yeah, that's more rain for them. They can enjoy the heat weather, but it gets raining down there too. So,
Yeah.
uh, but Michelle, let's get with you and KCW. I've been to KCW years ago when y'all did shows at Danville. I lived in Frankfurt at the time, and I haven't been able to go to a KCW show since. I do a radio show on Saturdays. I know my friend and one of your biggest fans, Andrew Browning, and he always stops by when he can. And it's been a busy summer for KCW. Y'all do a majority of shows. Talk about what KCW's been through in 2017 so far. What has been, in your opinion, the highlight of KCW in 2017 thus far?
Well, I'm proud to say that in 2017, Kentucky's Own Wrestling has more than doubled the amount of fans that actually come into the shows and follow. The fan base has grown tremendously. We have the greatest fans, I believe, in the state that come and attend our shows. We've also been fortunate enough that we've had several fairs, festivals that have actually contacted us to do fairs and festivals this year. We've actually picked up a few more of those. We had a debut in Monticello, Kentucky, over in Wayne County, over at the Aspire Center, and it actually went so well that the dates that they couldn't get booked for the Aspire Center, we actually ended up going to the National Guard's Armory because we had almost 300 people in attendance at every event that we were having over there. So now we have also picked up running in Monticello as to just being over here in Somerset. We also was asked by Dean Banks to come over to London to the Optimus Club to do some fundraisers. We're actually working there every so many months doing fundraisers to help the kind of like the boys and the girls club in the Special Olympics and stuff that they have over that way. They had some funds that were cut, so we've been kind of offering our services coming down there, helping raise some money so those kids' programs can keep going.
That's awesome. So KCW keeping it busy for 2017, and we're in the summer season now, and you guys and girls have been doing some shows at fairs, amusement parks, things like that. Was it like getting a chance to do shows at fairs compared to doing a regular show like Sunset, for example, where it's outdoor, and people get to enjoy the weather while enjoying some good wrestling?
It's a whole different thing when you're out there. Of course, I've done some fair shows before Kentucky's Own Wrestling, but it's nothing like being in your home. Being in the home. Kentucky's Own Wrestling is my home, so I mean, it's just been remarkable being able to share that experience with some of the workers that haven't ever, been in a fair show. and just to be out there in the middle of it, like I said, we're lucky enough to got, in my opinion, the Bluegrass Fair. We were there last year. It's an incredible experience. That is just a great group to work with. I mean, just absolutely. Ron Massaconte, he's the guy that I deal with for everything through there. He's just incredible. It's awesome. Like that, it's just the best feeling in the world to look out and just. We had like 800 people or more standing and watching us last year that we were down there. So it's just an overwhelming feeling.
So KZW will be at the fair at Lexington, not just a week from this Friday, but the Friday after that. Y'all going to be there on back-to-back Fridays.
Yeah, that happened last year, too. Last year we were supposed to be down there one night, and he actually came up to us and said he hadn't had anybody to really stop and watch something like they had with the wrestling, so they had actually just went and decided to ask us to come back, the following week. So we actually got not one but two shows over there. Same happened for this year.
You know what?
It makes you feel pretty good when you got people that, they see the product, they're pleased with the product, and they want more of the product.
You know what they say, KCW is backed by popular demand. And now that y'all coming back this year, I'm definitely going to make sure to come through this time. I've been getting messages from a nemesis of yours for me to show up. I'm just going to put her name out there, Violet Wayne. She's like, you better come. I'm like, okay, all right. I'll be there. So I know Andrew's going to be there too. So that's back-to-back Friday.
Yeah, Andrew, he's got to be there. He's my number one fan. He's just he's awesome. You got to love Andrew.
Andrew.
He puts a smile on my face every time I come out of the curtain and I see him over there to the corner. I always have to give him a big hug, him and Jonathan both, because they're great. They're great fans. Love them both.
Shout out to the fellas. I'm sorry I haven't been able to been to the KCW show in years, but I do keep track of what's going on. I want to talk about this women's division because I noticed there's some new additions since the last time I was there. Talk about the division. How's that coming along? How all the new people coming along as well?
I know that Kentucky's Own Wrestling, they have some new girls that's actually just in training, and they're coming along pretty good, those. And we've had some new additions since you have been there, of course. We've got Lady Inferno. Don't care very much for her. Of course, that's a given. And, of course, we have my personal manager to Team Boom, Nikki Taylor. She's a new addition.
Cool.
And, yeah. So that's two of the new additions that's made their way over there.
So
and we can't forget about Casey Black. She's a new addition that has been added to the Bombshell division. She's all about those unicorns and rainbows.
She must be about that power of positivity. So that's awesome, and I'm very happy that KCW is doing their thing in the Sunset and in other areas. They're going to be at Lexington, Kentucky. It is aware because Sunset to Lexington, that's a very long drive. Very, very, very long. So all you Lexington fans of KCW that, like myself, that's just so eager to go see KCW, you have not one but two chances to do so. That is a week from this Friday, and then a Friday after that, back-to-back Fridays.
The 14th and the 21st.
14th and 21st of July, so go check it out. It is a free show with admission, of course. You don't have to pay extra like when you go into there. You just pay the admission. You get to go check out the show. So that's pretty awesome. I want to talk about a woman that myself and you have found out recently, unfortunately, has passed away.
Yeah,
Miss Diane von Hoffman. I just made a status about her moments ago.
yeah.
Uh,
That was actually the first thing that I found out this morning. I had, which is just really odd because I had just talked to her not too long ago about coming in and kind of giving a little talk to some of the girls, in the locker room for the ladies division because some of the trainers was needing a little bit of help. Diane was always somebody that I could turn to and then I would talk to about. She was real good about any kind of issue in the business or questions or anything. She's like anybody would tell you, she's willing to help. She's willing to talk. She's a very inspirational person. And I had actually got into my closet this morning, and I was going out to do some errands for the Double Ring Battle Royal that's taking place this weekend to kind of help out, get that, started. And I grabbed out my Magnificent Ladies of Wrestling shirt, which the day that I got that shirt was actually the last time I had seen Diane von Hoffman. Or well, not. I should take that back. Not the last time that I'd seen her. It would have been the last time I worked with her because I did actually. I made it to UWF the night that she was put into the Hall of Fame. I didn't get to talk to her very much though because we had to leave for work purposes. But yeah, I put that shirt on, and it was just odd because I had pulled up, I went in, and I sat down for a minute because it was really hot outside, and I checked my phone, and that was the first thing. I think it was Bobby Blade had posted it. Of course, I had to follow in on reading other statuses and go to her page to find out. Made a couple of phone calls to a couple of friends and found out it was true, and just something that you don't want to hear, somebody that, you've worked with, somebody that you know, and Diane was not just somebody that I worked with, she was a friend. So it was kind of rough. It's like a double hitter. The business lost a great woman, and several people lost a great friend.
I've had the honor of interviewing her back in November 2011. She was so gracious, and I've learned so much from the wrestling that she was part of, back in her heyday, in her prime. Being part of the Moondogs and and she was there with Leilani Kai and Fabulous Moolah and Mae Young and so forth. And then I met her at that UWF Hall of Fame show 3 years later. That was the first and only time that I met her. And I said it to her face, like, thank you for your contributions to women's wrestling, for all you've done, for what you have meant, especially a woman of your size, because there's very few of those in today's women's wrestling that had the ability that she had. And she made it so compelling. She was dominant at what she did, and she was gracious. She didn't hold back for what she felt and things like that. She's definitely a legend to everyone that seen her wrestle, met her, or got a chance to work with her, like yourself, whether it's in a wrestling show or a custom wrestling shoot. May she rest in peace, Miss Diane von Hoffman. Sadly, she's no longer with us, but there is a heaven in the square circle, and there's plenty of people that's going to take her on in heaven. So rest in peace, Diane von Hoffman. You will forever be missed.
Like I said, I did get the pleasure. I got to work with her at Magnificent Ladies of Wrestling. I got to actually work at Kentucky's Own Wrestling Show with her in Danville, and I actually got to train with her. So I got a little bit of training from her. So I've got so many good memories. She will be missed by so many.
Absolutely. So in addition to the shows coming up this weekend and also the Lexington shows, what are some other KCW shows that people need to keep an eye on for the rest of the summer?
We're pretty steady and consistent with everything that's going on the calendar. We're on the every second Saturday of the month. We're in Shotville, Kentucky, and every first Saturday we're found down at the Aspire Center in Monticello. We got some things that are not posted. Like I said, we got some festivals. I can't really put the dates out. That KBWC might, kill me if I go and I shoot some stuff off. But pretty much that's what I got that I can say now. But anybody that wants to be able to keep up with anything that I do or Kentucky's Own Wrestling, they can go to our fan pages, and I do post all the dates on my pages. And the board administrator for Kentucky's Own Wrestling, they post all kinds of videos, all kinds of dates and information there. So it's easy to keep up with.
So this coming Saturday in Somerset is actually the 10-year anniversary of KCW?
Yes, we have been going for 10 years, and also we were the first ones several years ago in the state that did a double ring battle royal. So we kept that tradition up. This is actually 2 full-scale rings that sit side by side. The people that go inside, all the wrestlers, they go in, and it's a rumble. It's over the top rope. Once they're eliminated out of the first ring, they go to the second ring. Basically, there's one person that's going to be left standing out of not 1 but 2 rings. And the weird twist this year is that there's actually some girls that will be debuting and a couple girls that's coming back this weekend, because not only is the guys having a battle royal in the 2 rings, but there's also a bombshells battle royal for the recently vacant ladies championship.
Well, congratulations to Kentucky's Own Wrestling on 10 years. Anything that lasts that long, that's truly amazing.
Yes, it's been a little bit of a struggle this year. You were talking about the highs and lows. Yeah, we did have a low point this year, but hopefully that'll get better.
Well, and anything that lasts as long as 10 years, despite the ups and downs, definitely is a testament of the men and women that has worked their butts off to entertain the crowd, and it's definitely a testament of the fan base that you all have had since day one.
Yeah, you know what they say, with every bit of success you have, I don't know if it's necessarily, if you want to call it a hater, but with every little bit of success you have a few that don't appreciate your success and the hard work, so they're going to ride the skirt tails of your success and copy your hard work, or they're going to try to destroy it at all means possible. We dealt with that this year, but we're coming out of that pretty good. Can't keep a good thing down.
Very, very true. You can check out Michelle Meyers. She's also on Twitter. She's on Facebook with a fan page. You can check out Kentucky's Own Wrestling, also on Facebook. And Michelle's even on Instagram as well.
Yeah, I'm on Instagram.
So go check it out. And it was great chatting with you, getting caught up with you. And now that I've actually talked to you, and now I get to see you and your manager do your thing next week. So very excited. Continued success to you, to Nikki, and all of KCW. Again, congrats on 10 years of KCW. Continued success. Here's to 10 more years. And thank you for taking the time. Truly appreciate it.
No problem, anytime.
All right, I'll see you next Friday. Everyone check out KCW, Kentucky's Own Wrestling, on Facebook for upcoming shows. And thank you, everyone, for listening. Triple Threat Wrestling Radio is on Thursdays, 7 to 8 on TMVCafe.com and on the TuneIn app. Thank you, everyone, for listening.